So to supplement these videos teaching you how to solder, how to repair hardware, and see live how I fix problems, I think it's also important to have some written documentation. Some people like to look at written documentation, use it as reference, and generally just read about things instead of watching videos. When it's appropriate, I will supplement videos with also written documentation on how to solve certain problems. So based on the last video, I've gone ahead and written documentation on all the information about the Game Boy Advance power switch, how it works and how you generally follow the flow of power from the battery spring right the way through to the power regulator. So let me introduce you to the new website I've created that will have all of the information, blog posts, articles, hardware design, everything you could want to know about retro consoles and repair. The website's RetroSix.wiki, so let's just open up and take a look at the first page now and see what you think. So you can see here we have the introduction page to the RetroSix Wiki. It explains what the wiki is about, all about giving you all the information, tips and tricks on everything I do in terms of the soldering, the hardware repair and the design, as well as a bunch of links to everywhere you can go, our store, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. And then you'll see on the left hand at the minute we've got two articles. One goes over how I've created the Game Gear LCD interface, how it's understood and how it works. And then this one now is the Game Boy Advance power switch circuit. So what you'll see from this is I'm trying to provide as much rich information as I can, including photos, pictures and descriptions about each step of the way. So a more in-depth dive into very specific topics. The idea of this is anybody wanting to repair consoles can have a big wealth of knowledge coming to this site and having all the specific areas with information that you can look up and see. So if we just scroll through this quickly, you'll see, for example, this is the power switch circuit of the Game Boy Advance. And the main reason I've started with this is because to repair any console, really, it should start at the power income to the system and how it works at that point. Having good power into the system and understanding how the power gets into the system is the key foundation to any repair. If you don't understand this, you won't understand further concepts. So it's important to start with the power input. You can see I explain that the power comes into the system through the battery springs, and then I show a picture of the battery springs so it's very obvious where the power is coming in. I then show what the power voltage should be, the operating range it can be, the schematic if it's available of where the power is in. So here's the battery springs, they come in through the fuse into the switch and out to the system. I then go and explain in order where the power comes from. So it goes from the springs through the fuse. I show where the fuse is. I also link to where you can buy the spare parts for all these. The goal is that I will be able to provide all of the spare parts at really good prices, so it's a nice closed system. However, where I don't have parts, I will happily link to other places. You can see I recommend using multimeters, how to test the fuses, once it's gone through the fuse, how the power switch works, what the pins mean, how it looks inside, what the off resistor does, a video of exactly what happens when the off resistor is bad, the power regulator, the current limiting resistor, the transistors and inductors, troubleshooting, as much information as I can provide so that you can fully understand how to get a Game Boy Advance powering up. Hopefully this kind of documentation helps you guys understand and get a better, deeper learning of how things work. These articles are also free for feedback from yourselves. So if you spot anything I may have written wrong, assumed wrong, or explained wrong, or you simply want additional explanation, you're free to get in touch and ask for revisions and give feedback, as well as perhaps your own insight into things that I've missed. Sharing the knowledge on restoring the consoles is really important to help people maintain, repair, and restore their old consoles. The people who made these consoles have long come and gone, and having the information of how these systems work comes entirely from the community and people like us that take them apart, figure them out, reverse engineer them and provide these kind of documentation. So it's really important to share this information with the wider community, and that's what this website is about. I will share all my information as I go, and this will grow to a wealth of knowledge as I work on the retro consoles every single day, as well as run a company in the retro scene. However, if you want to contribute and you want articles on the website, you're free to get in touch and I can work with you, credit you, and supply your information and your knowledge in the areas that you have expertise. I want to make this website a really strong resource for not only fixing consoles, repairing them, but also supplying the parts you need to happily buy and restore the consoles, as well as anything else of interest. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you will enjoy this new website.